everyone, I am Dr. Rinku Gupta. Today my lecture on very important topic colligative properties. It is not only for board exam, it is also important for competitive exam. Colligative properties. Colligative properties are solution properties. When a non-volatile solute added in the solution, in the liquid, the pure form of liquid, some properties of solution only depends number of solute particles irrespective their nature. What are colligative properties? These are properties of the solution which only depends on number of solute particles. Is it clear? What do you mean? Number of solute particles? Suppose we take two liquids in which same liquid, equal volume we take in two beakers. In first beaker we take 100 ml liquid and another beaker we take 100 ml and we add equal number of moles in both beaker. In one beaker 1 mole A solute and another beaker we add 1 mole B solute. But we observe these properties are same. Colligative properties of both solution are same. It means colligative properties of solution only depends number of solute particles irrespective of their nature. It doesn't matter. Suppose A solute is urea, B solute is glucose. When we add in 100 ml of water, so these properties are same. But which properties? Yes, these properties are, there are four properties. There are four colligative properties of solution which only depends on number of solute particles. Properties are, first, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. Second is elevation of boiling point. When we add solute, how much boiling point of liquid increases? It depends on number of solute particles, how much added in the solution. Depression in freezing point. Suppose water is a pure liquid. When we added some solute particles, so how much freezing point decreases? Depression in freezing point, it depends on number of solute particles. Freezing point is not colligative property. Boiling point is not colligative property. Vapor pressure is not colligative property. These colligative property, lowering and elevation or depression, these are colligative properties. And fourth one is alone, osmotic pressure. Here no elevation, no depression, no lowering. It is alone osmotic pressure. So first of all, students, I think it is clear. There are four colligative properties of solution. Their names are complete relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression in freezing point, and fourth one is osmotic pressure. These three properties of solution related to vapor pressure of the solution. Okay, so first we discuss how vapor pressure of solution decreases when we added non-volatile solute in the solution. Yes, we see in pure liquid when we add solution, when we add solute molecules, so students see in first container we take only pure liquid. Okay, only this pure liquid, only surface only covered by only solvent molecules, because here is pure liquid, it means pure solvent. Okay, but when we add solute molecules in this pure liquid, it becomes solution. In this case, surface also along with solvent molecule, surface also having some solute particles. It means their solvent molecules on surface decreasing. Due to fraction of surface covered by solvent molecules decreases, consequently, the escaping tendency of solvent molecules from surface decreases. Here we see large number of solvent molecules, but in solution, less number of solvent molecules evaporate, escape to the vapor phase. Is it clear? What is vapor pressure? We already discussed. Vapor pressure is the pressure exerted by vapors on the surface of liquid. When less number of solvent molecules convert in vapor phase, pressure is also decreases. So is it clear? When we added non-volatile solute in the pure liquid, then when we add solute in the solution, vapor pressure of that liquid decreases. Here suppose in pure liquid, vapor pressure of this liquid is here P naught, but here when we added solute, pressure of solution is represented by PS. PS is always less than PO. Okay, it is represented by vapor pressure of liquid in pure form. It is represent vapor pressure of liquid in the solution. Now, is it clear? When we added solute in the liquid, its vapor pressure decreases. But how much decreases? It depends on number of solute particles, number of moles of solute particles. So, is it clear? Vapor pressure of solution decreases by adding non-volatile solute in the solution. Now we see how can we say relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property. For this, we derive a relation between number of particles of solute and relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, here we discuss first colligative property, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. Vp is represent vapor pressure. Pure liquid vapor pressure is P naught and solution vapor pressure is PS. It is represent vapor pressure of pure liquid and PS is represent vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution. Or this one is P naught is vapor pressure of pure liquid. Okay. How much decreases? Vapor pressure, difference between vapor pressure of solution and vapor pressure of pure liquid is, we can write P naught minus PS. Okay. According to Raoult's law, what is the vapor pressure of liquid in the solution? Vapor pressure of solution according Raoult's law, vapor pressure of liquid in the solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. So we can write P is equal to P naught X according Raoult's law. Here we take X, 1 is the number of solvent particles and X2 is the mole fraction of solute. Okay. How for solution we write here vapor pressure of solution, we can write here P naught X2. X2 is represent number of, we write here X1. X1 is the mole fraction of solvent in the solution. P naught is the vapor pressure of pure liquid S is the vapor pressure of liquid in the solution. Is it clear? In the solution, vapor pressure always decreases because mole fraction always less than in the solution. Okay, so we write Ps value from Raoult's law, decreasing in vapor pressure, P naught minus P naught x1. Is it clear? This value, Ps value gets from Raoult's law. Now we take P naught common. It is the vapor pressure of pure liquid. 1 minus x1. Okay. In binary solution, sum of the mole fraction of both components is equal to x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. What is the 1 minus x1? x2 is equal to 1 minus x1. So in place of 1 minus x1, we can write x2. Okay, for this x2 is represent, x1 is the mole fraction of solvent. Here mole fraction of solute in the solution. So our formula delta P is upon P naught is equal to x2. x2 is the mole fraction of solute. It means number of mole fraction is related to number of moles of solute. So from this we can prove that relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property because it depends on mole fraction of solute in the solution. Delta P by P naught is called relative lowering of vapor pressure. It is the represent decreasing in vapor pressure of liquid in respect of vapor pressure of liquid in pure form. X2 is the mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute is the ratio of number of moles of solute, which one is represented by N2, to the total number of moles of the solution. N2 is represent number of moles of solute and N1 is represent number of moles of solvent. Okay. But in case of dilute solutions, we can take, because number of moles of solute is very less, so we can write N1 plus N2 is equal to N1. This condition only for dilute solutions. Dilute solution means in which solute concentration is very less. Is it clear? So now we can write N2 upon N1. Okay. What is N2? N2 is the number of moles of solute. These are represented by given mass W2 upon molar mass of solute, and N1 is the number of moles of solvent, given mass of solvent divided by its molar mass. This one is the formula of relative lowering of vapor pressure, give relation with number of moles of solute. Basically, what are applications of colligative properties? Colligative properties applications are, we can be calculate, we can be observed molecular mass of solute. Suppose given mass, we know how much amount of liquid we take. We know this liquid is molar mass this. So we can be calculate from this relative lowering of vapor pressure, we can be observed molar mass of the solute. So this one is the application of colligative properties. It is used to find out molar mass of solute. Now we discuss second colligative property. Second colligative property is elevation of boiling point. Simply, what is boiling point? Boiling point is the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the surrounding pressure. What boiling point is represented by TB for pure liquid. Okay. Vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. We observed in solution vapor pressure decreases in respect to comparatively pure liquid. When we add solute in the solution, what happened? Vapor pressure of the liquid, vapor pressure of the solution decreases. Is it clear? It means, suppose our pure liquid boil at a particular temperature. Suppose we take example water. Water boil at 100 degrees Celsius in pure form. But when we add solute in this water, its boiling point increases because solution vapor pressure decreases. To make vapor pressure equal to surrounding, we boil at higher temperature. Is it clear? So simply, when we added non-volatile solute in the solution, boiling point elevated. But how much elevated? It depends on number of particles of solute. So this property, not alone boiling point, elevation in boiling point is a colligative property. Okay, we see graphically like that. We draw graph between vapor pressure of liquid and temperature. Or this is the value 1 atmospheric. Surrounding pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. When we heated liquid, first we see graph for pure liquid. We are heating, it observed that vapor pressure of liquid increases or at this temperature. Vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the surrounding pressure. It means on this temperature, pure liquid start boil. Is it clear? Because boiling point is the temperature at which its vapor pressure becomes equal to the surrounding pressure. This graph is represent for pure liquid. Okay? I think, is it clear? Okay. Now, some solute added in this pure liquid. What happened? We know vapor pressure of solution decreases. We see through graph like for solution on this temperature. There pure liquid boil, on this temperature its vapor pressure only this. So it is not equal to surrounding pressure. So we should heat it more, and it observed that on this temperature its vapor pressure equal to the surrounding pressure. Is it clear? Surrounding pressure we know normally 1 atmospheric on the ground. So this one is the TB is represent vapor pressure of the boiling point of the solution. TB node is the boiling point of pure liquid. Okay, and TB, simple TB is represent boiling point of solution. Which one is higher? Boiling point of solution is higher. It means अगर प्योर वाटर में आपने कुछ सोल्यूट डाल दिया, लाइक कोई भी आयोनिक कंपाउंड डाल दिया आपने, जैसे टेबल सॉल्ट डाल दिया आपने, शुगर डाल दिया, तो इट्स बॉइलिंग पॉइंट normal water boil at 100 degrees Celsius, but when it formed solution by added any solute, its boiling point more than 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so but how much elevation in boiling point? It depends on how much number of only number of solute particles irrespective of their nature. Elevation in boiling point delta TB. Delta TB is represent elevation in boiling point TB minus TB node. TB is the boiling point of solution and TB node is the boiling point of pure liquid, is directly proportional to its molality of the solution. Okay, what do you mean molality? Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. Okay, so delta TB is directly proportional to the molality expressed by small m. When we remove proportional, so we get a constant Kb. Delta TB is equal to Kb into n. Is it clear? Delta TB is represent elevation in boiling point. Not it is simply boiling point. It is elevation in boiling point. Kb is a proportionality constant. It is called molar elevation constant. And also it is called ebullioscopic constant. Okay. We will define this constant. But first we see relation between elevation in boiling point. It is constant. It only depends on nature of liquid. But only elevation on boiling point depends on which? Molality of the solution. Molality depends on number of moles of solute. So it means elevation in boiling point is also colligative property because it depends directly number of moles of solute. Number of mole we know 1 mole of solute has how many quantity? Is equal to Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 to power 23. Okay. Delta TB is equal to Kb into m. Here m is molality. Kb molality we can write number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. So what is the formula? Number of moles of solute we represent by W2 upon M2. It is represent number of moles of solute. It is given mass of solute divided by its molar mass, and here weight of solvent in kg. W1 here kg. Weight of solvent in kg. Or for number of moles of solute, given mass in grams divided by molar mass of solute. Is it clear? This one is the formula for find out elevation in boiling point. Suppose we can be calculate from here elevation in boiling point, or we can be calculate boiling point of the solution. This quantity add in boiling point of pure liquid. Is it clear? Now how we define Kb? Delta Tb is equal to K. Kb when molality of the solution 1. M is equal to 1. Here M is represent, small m is represent, already we discussed, it is molality. When 1 mole of solute present in 1 kg of solvent, its quantity is W2 upon M2 is equal to 1 mole. When 1 mole of solute add in 1 kg of solvent, this solution, elevation in boiling point of this solution is called molar elevation constant. Kb is, we write here, Kb is a constant, it is molar elevation constant, okay, and also called ebullioscopic constant or scopic constant. Sometime ask in exam, define molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. So how we define? A solution elevation in boiling point for a solution which molality is 1. Okay, when 1 mole of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. Is it clear? So from this colligative property we can also calculate molar mass of solute. This one is constant, depends on nature of liquid, how much amount of solvent we take. It is, we know, it can be observed. So we can from this property also, and this property depends on also number of solute particles irrespective of their nature. Is it clear? Okay, this one is the second elevation of boiling point. Now we will discuss third colligative property, depression of freezing point. Simply we see when we add solute, boiling point increases, but when we add solute, freezing point decreases. Pure water freezes at 0 degree Celsius, but when we add suppose salt, table salt in this water, it freezes at lower temperature like minus 0.53 degree Celsius, like that. It means freezing point decreases, but how much decreases? It also depends on number of solute particles. So it is depression of freezing point is also colligative property. Simple freezing point is a property of liquid, but when we add some solute particles in the liquid, its freezing point decreases. But how much decreases? It is called depression of freezing point. Again we see by graphically, basically, but first of all we know about freezing point. What is freezing point? Freezing point is the solution. Freezing point of the liquid is the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the vapor pressure of solid. Okay, I repeat it. What is the freezing point? Freezing point is the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid phase becomes equal to the vapor pressure of solid. Is it clear? We see graphically. First we draw graph for pure liquid. Okay, here we take vapor pressure, but here we take temperature. In x-axis we take temperature, on y-axis vapor pressure in increasing order. First we see graph for pure liquid. At the temperature when vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the vapor pressure of solid. Normally we know vapor pressure of solid is very less. So we decreases temperature and reached at the point where vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the vapor pressure of solid. On this temperature liquid starts freeze. Okay, like that. Suppose it observed that on this temperature liquid start freezing. It means at this temperature it is for pure liquid. The pure liquid freezing point we represent by TF note. So this graph is for pure liquid. Is it clear? And now we add some solute in the pure liquid. What happened? We know pure liquid itself vapor pressure decreases. So solution vapor pressure decreases by adding solute particles. So this liquid maybe means we can think in reverse order. I again explain. हम सॉलिड को हीट करेंगे तो हमें इस टेम्परेचर तक सॉलिड को हीट करने पे इसका वेपर प्रेशर उसकी प्योर फॉर्म के वेपर प्रेशर के इक्वल होगा. बट व्हेन वी ऐड सोल्यूट तो सॉल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर ऑलरेडी कम हो गया, तो आपको प्योर जो सॉलिड फॉर्म है उसको ज्यादा हीट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, यानी लोअर टेम्परेचर पे ही वो फ्रीज हो जाएगा. तो फॉर सॉल्यूशन ग्राफ वी सी एट मींस सॉल्यूशन वाला जो सॉलिड फेज है वो आपका इस टेम्परेचर पर ही उसका वेपर प्रेशर उसकी लिक्विड फेज के वेपर प्रेशर के इक्वल हो जाएगा. तो इट मीन इट फ्रीजेस एट लो टेम्परेचर. ओके, तो दिस ग्राफ इज दिस वन इज द फ्रोजन जोन. बिलो दिस टेम्परेचर only solid state exists. We can write it, this one is frozen zone or here liquid forms. Okay, this graph is for solution. ओके हम इसको रिवर्स ऑर्डर में भी ले सकते हैं कि हमें सॉल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर कम होता है, इसलिए हमें उसकी सॉलिड फॉर्म को ज्यादा हीट नहीं करना पड़ेगा, और प्योर फॉर्म का वेपर प्रेशर ज्यादा आता है, इसलिए प्योर फॉर्म को आपको इस टेम्परेचर तक हीट करना पड़ेगा उसकी सॉलिड फॉर्म को, तब जाके उसका वेपर प्रेशर उसके लिक्विड फॉर्म के वेपर प्रेशर के इक्वल होगा. आई थिंक क्लियर. तो इट मीन्स व्हेन वी एड solute in the pure liquid, its freezing point decreases. But how much decreases? It depends on number of solute particles. Again, depression in freezing point also directly proportional to its molality of the solution. We can write molality. It expressed by small m. Okay, delta Tf is equal to, अगेन प्रोपोर्शनल को हटाएंगे हम तो एक कांस्टेंट आएगा. इट इज दिस कांस्टेंट इज कॉल्ड मोलर फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट कांस्टेंट. बॉइलिंग पॉइंट में मोलर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट बोलते थे, यहाँ पे मोलर फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट कांस्टेंट, और मोलैलिटी एक्सप्रेस्ड बाय स्मॉल m. ओके, हाउ कैन वी डिफाइन हियर? सेम वे, डिप्रेशन इन फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट when 1 mole of solute added in 1 kg of solvent is called molar depression constant. Kf is called, we can write molar depression constant or cryoscopic constant, also cryoscopic constant. Okay, its nature depend on nature of liquid, or for a particular liquid its value is constant. Okay, when molality of solution is 1, delta Tf is equal to Kf. Okay, elevation in boiling point for a molar solution. Which solution are called molar solution? Solutions which molality is 1. Such type of solutions are called molar solution. So elevation in boiling point for molar solution is called cryoscopic constant. Okay, when we write in number of moles form, the formula of delta Tf is equal to Kf W2 upon M2. M2 is the molar mass of solute divided by weight of solvent in kg. If we write grams तो divided by 1000, तो multiplication में आपका 1000 आ जाएगा. Always solute weight take in grams. Okay, from this formula we can calculate depression in freezing point. Is it clear? So hope so students you understand about these three colligative properties which are related to depression, lowering of vapor pressure. When vapor pressure of solution decreases, boiling point increases and freezing point decreases. But it only depends how much decreases, depends number of solute particles. तो sometime we had कि जहाँ snowfall ज़्यादा होता है वहाँ पे कैल्शियम क्लोराइड है, NaCl है, salt स्प्रेड किया जाता है रोड पे स्नो को हटाने के लिए. Why? Because of when ये solution बन जाएगा तो इसका freezing point lower हो जाएगा, यानी it freezes at low temperature. तो due to this easily स्नो को रोड से रिमूव कर सकते हैं. ओके, थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे.